The cardiac monitor in room 304 has been flatlining for 6 minutes, but the patient keeps blinking. I'm a night shift nurse at Riverside Medical Center, and I need you to understand something. Dead people don't blink. They don't track movement with their eyes. They don't mouth words when you lean close. But Gerald Vance does all three, and according to every machine in this room, he died at 2:47 a.m. I discovered him during rounds. The alarm should have been screaming, but someone had silenced it. The flatline on the monitor was steady, that horrible, eternal tone reduced to a thin green line across black. His chart said, "Comfort care only, no resuscitation." Family had said their goodbyes yesterday, but when I stepped into the room, his eyes found mine immediately. I've seen a lot of death. You get used to the weight of it, the stillness. This wasn't stillness. Gerald's chest wasn't moving, no pulse in his neck, his wrists, nothing. I checked. His skin had that waxy quality, that absence of life. But his eyes followed me as I circled the bed, and his lips moved, shaping words without sound. I hit the call button. My supervisor, Diane, arrived within 30 seconds, and I watched her face go through the same sequence mine had. Confusion, disbelief, dread. "How long?" she whispered. 6 minutes flatline, maybe longer. We stood there, two medical professionals with 40 years combined experience, watching a dead man watch us back. Diane checked the monitor connections, all secure. She placed her stethoscope against his chest and listened for a full minute, her face going pale. "Nothing," she said. "No heartbeat, no breath sounds." Gerald's mouth opened wider. This time, I heard it. A whisper, dry as ancient paper. "Help me." Every hair on my body stood up. Diane grabbed my arm, pulling me toward the door, but I couldn't look away. Gerald's hand twitched, just his index finger curling inward, beckoning. "We need to get the doctor," Diane said, but her voice shook. We both knew what we'd see. A dead man, deceased. Time of death, 2:47 a.m. The doctor would check the monitor, check the body, and see nothing unusual. Except Gerald would still be looking at us. I made myself move. We left him there, and I heard that whisper follow us into the hallway. "Don't leave. Please don't leave." Dr. Reeves arrived 12 minutes later. He listened to our explanation with the patient skepticism of someone who's heard nurses panic before. But when we opened the door to 304, his expression changed. Gerald was sitting up. Not struggling to sit, not propped by pillows. Sitting upright, arms at his sides, head turned toward the door. The monitor still showed flatline. The IV had pulled from his arm, dangling, dripping saline onto the sheets. His hospital gown hung open, and I could see his chest. Completely still, no rise and fall, no sign of breath. "Mr. Vance," Dr. Reeves said, his voice steady but his hand trembling as he reached for his stethoscope. "I'm going to examine you." "Too late," Gerald said, his voice clearer now. "I already left." "Your heart rate," Dr. Reeves began. "I don't have one. You're looking at what stays behind." The doctor pressed his stethoscope to Gerald's chest. I watched his face drain of color. He moved it to different positions, listening. Finally, he stepped back. "There's nothing," he confirmed. "No cardiac activity, no respirations. Body temperature is..." He touched Gerald's arm. "Approximately 89 degrees. But he's clearly conscious and responsive." "I'm not," Gerald said. "What's conscious is remembering being conscious. I'm an echo. And I need you to understand, I'm not alone." The lights in the hallway flickered. "Room 308. Gerald continued, his dead eyes fixed on mine. Mrs. Patel died at 1:15 a.m. She's still there too, waiting for someone to notice. And 3 on 12, Mr. Chen, 11:47 p.m. He's been trying to press his call button for hours, but his fingers passed through it. My mouth went dry. That's impossible. Check them. You'll see. Diane was already moving. I heard her footsteps, fast, then stopping. Then I heard her scream, not loud but sharp, strangled. A moment later she was back, her face white as bone. Mrs. Patel is sitting in her chair, she whispered. Flatline, no vitals. But she waved at me. She waved and smiled. Dr. Reeves pushed past us, heading for 312. I followed, though everything in me screamed to run the other direction. Mr. Chen was indeed pressing his call button over and over, his face desperate. The monitor showed what it had shown for hours, no life signs. The nursing notes indicated time of death, 11:47 p.m. But he was crying. We checked every room on the floor. 9 patients. 4 had been pronounced dead during the night shift. All 4 were awake, aware, and according to every medical instrument we possessed, completely deceased. What do we do? I asked. Call someone? The CDC? Quarantine? We're not sick, Gerald said from his doorway. He'd gotten out of bed somehow, standing in the hall in his gaping gown, his bare feet leaving no warmth on the cold floor. We're just unfinished. The hospital won't let us go. That's absurd, Dr. Reeves said, but his voice lacked conviction. Is it? How many people have died here? Thousands? Tens of thousands? All that fear, that pain, that desperate clinging to life. It soaks into the walls, the floors. It builds up. And eventually, Gerald gestured to himself, to the other rooms. Eventually, it holds on too tight. The hospital remembers us dying, so we can't stop. Mrs. Patel had joined us now, shuffling down the hall in her slippers. Behind her came Mr. Chen, and a woman I didn't recognize. She must have died before my shift. They gathered around us, these dead patients, their eyes pleading. We can't feel anything, Mrs. Patel said. No pain, but no relief either. Just this awareness that we should be gone, but we're not. We're stuck in the moment of leaving, forever. How do we help you? Diane asked, tears streaming down her face. Gerald shook his head slowly. You can't. But you can understand. Because it's going to happen to you too, eventually. Everyone who works here long enough. The building remembers you. And when your time comes, it won't let you go either. The lights flickered again, and in that strobe of darkness, I saw them. More figures, in doorways, at the nurse's station, standing in the supply room. Staff members I recognized. Nurses who'd died years ago. A doctor who'd had a heart attack in the break room. Orderlies who'd passed in various ways. All of them in uniform, all of them moving through their routines with those same empty, pleading eyes. Some of us have been here since the 70s. One of them said, Marcus, I think his name was. I'd seen his photo in the memorial hallway. We keep working. We keep trying to help. But we can't touch anything anymore. Can't save anyone. We just watch the new ones join us. I looked at Diane, at Dr. Reeves. They saw them too. We all saw them. We have to leave, I said. Quit. Transfer. Never come back. Will you? Gerald asked softly. Will you really? Or will you convince yourselves this was a hallucination, a mass hysteria event? Will you file a report that gets buried, take a few days off, then come back because this is what you do? This is who you are. I wanted to say, yes, I'll leave. I'll never return. But even as I thought it, I knew the truth. This was my hospital, my floor, my patience. I'd been here 11 years. Where would I go? Gerald smiled, sad and knowing. You see, the hospital already has you. It's just a matter of time. The dead patients drifted back to their rooms. The deceased staff faded into the walls. Within minutes, the hallway was empty except for the three of us living people, standing in the fluorescent light, surrounded by the soft beeping of monitors. Dr. Reeves checked his watch. I'll file an incident report. We should document this. But we all knew nothing would come of it. What would we write? That the dead walk our halls? That the hospital won't release them? Diane returned to the nurse's station. I finished my rounds. Dr. Reeves went back to his office. We moved through our routines just like always, because what else could we do? I still work at Riverside Medical Center. 6 more patients have died on my watch since that night. And every single one of them is still here.